Be up, guys. Be up, guys. Apologies for the delay. Was watching a shit Arsenal game. Arsenal and Everton was pretty fucking poor. A joke. Joke ref again. Clown ref. Useless. Darren England. One absolute joke. Never a penalty, I thought that in the end, and both holding each other. And if anything, it was outside the penalty area anyway. It was an absolute joke, but both teams were poor, and I thought, well, a draw was about right there. 1-1, Everton won, Arsenal won, was about right. And you wouldn't think Arsenal was second, to be honest, would you? Mind you, I don't think Everton are that much better either. I think they're about right where they are, down there, lower half of the table. Pretty shit. But anyway, I'm going to get right onto this because I don't want to talk about that shit game anymore. I don't know why I bothered watching the rest of it, to be honest. That's why I'm delayed. But I'm going to get on and do this and obviously talk about this game. I will bring Hanno on as well very soon. He's waiting here patiently as well. So I'll bring my guest on very soon. But I'm just obviously going to go into a few things to do with the Bees to start with, just quickly. And I'll just bring this up here. And there it is. Basically about two new dates for the two Brentford fixtures. And because they had to be, I think, rearranged, obviously. And Nottingham Forest and Man United, those games have been moved. Two of Brentford's upcoming Premier League fixtures have been amended. The Bees away game against Nottingham Forest was originally scheduled for 3 p.m. on Saturday, 26th of April, but will now take place on Thursday, the 1st of May, half 7 p.m. kickoff. The match has been moved due to Forest's involvement in the semi-finals, of course, of the FA Cup, where they will face Man City at Wembley Stadium. Brentford's trip to the City Ground will be broadcast live on Sky Sports, so that's good. As a result of the Forest trip being moved, the West Londoners' home game against Man United will now take place a day later than scheduled, on Sunday the 4th of May, 2 p.m. kickoff. That clash will not be televised. Oh, well. Right, let's get on to going into the game. I should have the preview. Hold on a minute. And talk about the injury news about Rico Henry. By the way, that was a great win there. Brentford under 18s, 7. Sheffield United under 18s, 1. So we've got a great under 18 squad by the looks of it there. A lot of good players coming through there in the academy, of course. So we could have a few good players coming up, coming into the team eventually. And of course, though, the under 21s also won. Beating Burnley under 21s 2-1. Well, that's the B team, really. Well, under 21s, obviously, still. But another good win for them. So our young players are going well, going very well. And this is the other one I was going to mention here, obviously about Rico Henry. Frank issues positive Henry injury update ahead of Chelsea clash. Brentford head coach Thomas Frank has given an update on the number of Bees players ahead of the West London derby against Chelsea in the Premier League on Sunday. Frank detailed the status of Rico Henry, Aaron Hickey, Matthias Jensen and Gustavo Nunez ahead of the clash at the GTEC Stadium, Community Stadium. Brentford head coach Thomas Frank has given a positive update on the fitness of Rico Henry ahead of the Bees clash with Chelsea in the Premier League on Sunday. The left-back has played just 3 minutes in the league this season, a late cameo in the 2-2 draw against Man City in January, before being named on the bench for the defeat to Liverpool a few days later. A hamstring injury has kept him out since then, but Frank revealed there is a good chance that Henry will be in the squad for this weekend's West London derby. On the status of his squad, the Brentford head coach stated, "Everyone from the Newcastle game is fine." That's good. The three boys, Henry, Aaron Hickey and Gustavo Nunez, who played for Brentford B against Fleetwood Town under 21s, are in a good place. Matthias Jensen is fine and training well. He could be available on Sunday. Mikael Damsgaard is fine. It is no secret that he will start on Sunday. Brilliant. When questioned about whether Henry will be named in the squad, Frank added, "There's a good chance. He's the closest of the three who played in the Brentford B game. He badly wants to play, of course. Rico Henry at his best, we would really like him in the team." Yep. Whether Henry will come back to the same player as before, Frank stated that we don't know, but I believe he will. Fabio Carvalho's shoulder, he's been out a while. He's unlikely to feature again this season. Well, there you go. Not even coming back to play. Josh Da Silva and Igor Thiago are still recovering from knee injuries, with the latter back part training. About time, because we need this Thiago to play. He was our Tony replacement, and he's hardly played any games for us this season. So, been injured most of it. Frank also revealed the difficulties of having a fully fit squad, with there being some real competition at left back after Keane Lewis Potter's superb performances there this season. He stated, "I've learned in football that is a bit in the future. Right now, I'm happy with Keane at left back, and he has been one of our most reliable players this season. He has been fantastic. Rico will need to hit his best to get back into the team, so it will be good competition." Frank added, "The worst thing as a football manager is that you can only play 11 players. You have 25 players that you want to show that you can trust, that you trust. But I don't believe that you trust them until they play. You want to be a good guy, but I have to pick the team that I believe is the best team and that I believe can win the game. But having competition is also a very nice problem to have." And we'll just go on to the preview here. And don't worry, I'll be bringing Hanno on very soon, and we'll get into this properly. Obviously tomorrow we face Chelsea at the GTEC, 2 p.m. kickoff, Sunday afternoon. The Bees have lost just one of their last 6 matches against their West London rivals. Well, yeah, that's good. Which was the 2-1 defeat, in the reverse fixture at Stamford Bridge earlier this season. Yeah. Enzo Maresca's side beat Spurs 1-0 in the Premier League on Thursday evening. That's not exactly difficult, is it, to be honest? The way Spurs are. Pre-match analysis, Steven Gillette, playmaker stats, Damsgaard versus Caicedo, the key battle on Sunday. Brentford host Chelsea at GTEC Community Stadium on Sunday, looking to replicate their formidable away form against the Blues on their own patch. The Bees have won on 3 of their last 5 visits to Stamford Bridge, memorably inflicting a 4-1 hammering. I remember that. On the Blues back in 2022, while current England manager Thomas Tuchel watched on from Chelsea's dugout. However, despite a couple of draws in the side's last 2 meetings in TW8, Brentford are yet to beat the Blues at home since they were promoted to the Premier League. Surprisingly, we haven't beaten them at home. It's about time now. Tomorrow could be the one. The European spot still an outside possibility. Thomas Frank in his side will target 3 points this Sunday, but what promises to be an intriguing tussle. Although Man City still top the Premier League charts when it comes to ball possession and pass completion in 24-25, Chelsea, 58% possession and 87% pass completion, ranked second to the Citizens in both stat categories. It'll be interesting to see, therefore, whether the Bees, who shaded possession in their 2-1 midweek reverse at Newcastle, opt to try and wrestle the ball off their London rivals or cede possession and play more directly. Interestingly, Kevin Shardy, 70, took more touches than any other attacking player for the Bees against the Magpies. And his growing influence in a creative sense was illustrated by the fact that no player at St James Park played more key passes than the German international, 3. Shardy almost earned Brentford a point late on with a shot, which was kept out by the legs of Nick Pope, and he popped up on both flanks to whip in a number of dangerous crosses. The 23-year-old's aerial prowess is also an increasingly potent weapon for the Bees. Shardy now ranks 12th in the Premier League for aerials won this season. Elsewhere, Brian Bramo's coolly converted penalty brought up the Cameroon international's 16th top-flight goal of the season. And the Brentford man is now 2 clear of Chelsea danger man Cole Palmer, 14 in the Premier League goal charts. Without a goal in his last 11 games in all competitions, Palmer is currently on the longest dry patch of his Chelsea career. Don't look good for us then, does it? Probably will score. They generally do. Ones ain't scored for a while. Score against us. But the England star will have recovered from the muscle injury that saw him rested during the recent international break. The Blues' leading scorer ranks top for shot-creating actions, 154, and second for key passes, 73, in the top flight this season. And with Palmer no doubt keen to end his goal drought, keeping Chelsea's number 20 quiet is a priority for the Bees on Sunday. Another key matchup at the weekend will see Brentford playmaker Mikael Damsgaard pitted against Chelsea's midfield anchor Moises Caicedo, arguably the Blues player of the season to date. The Ecuadorian provides bite and composure in the middle of the park, and with 41 interceptions made and 88 tackles won, he is Maresca's enforcer. Caicedo's athleticism and will to dominate will be tested by Damsgaard, however. The Dane 10 ranks second to only Liverpool's Mo Salah 17 in the Premier League for assists this term, and his ability to find a yard of space and dissect defences is up there with the best in the division. An entertaining encounter appears on the cards, and Brentford have a huge incentive to dent their visitors' Champions League hopes, as a win for the Bees would cut the gap between the two sides to just 5 points. Dan Long, Sky Sports, Chelsea's form slightly stuttering after a superb start. Around the end of 2024, Enzo Maresca was consistently asked, maybe too often, in his press conferences whether Chelsea were in the Premier League title race. The Blues were second in the table going into the visit of Brentford on 15th of December, having won 9 of their first 15 games, so it was a valid question. But each time the Italian calmly batted away the suggestion. Looks like he was done well to say that, really, and do that, to be honest. When you start to think in 2 days to 3 days on 1 month, 2 months, it's the beginning of the bad time. He said on one occasion. On others, he pointed to the fact that it was just a matter of months into his project at Stamford Bridge, while the likes of Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta were several years deep into theirs at Man City and Arsenal. Some said his words were to shield his players from the pressure of such a challenge. Others agreed he was simply stating a fact, nothing more. But his words were soon validated, and when the form began to stutter after a 2-1 win over the Bees, there was not such a come down, as he had not talked the suggestion up. Chelsea didn't win any of the next 5. They drew against Everton, Crystal Palace and Bournemouth. Lost against newly promoted Ipswich, then were beaten by West London rivals Fulham at home for the first time since October 1979. Since then, they have beaten Wolves, West Ham, Southampton and Leicester, as you would expect a team challenging at the top end of the table to do. But they have also lost to Man City, Brighton, Aston Villa and Arsenal. Those are the real changes that properly put title potentials to their test. After beating Tottenham on Thursday evening, they are 21 points behind leaders Liverpool with only 24 points left to play for. So even if they are not mathematically out of it, common sense says otherwise. What I can say between the first game against Arsenal and today's game is I don't see a big difference between us and them, said Maresca after the 1-0 defeat to the Gunners before the international break. This means since I arrived, I have a feeling we are on the right path and we are very close. The battle to finish in the top 4 or 5 is hotting up, with 10th place Bournemouth only 5 points behind the Blues in 6. So more consistent results in the final weeks will do them well, especially as their final 4 opponents are Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United and Nottingham Forest. That is a clear priority, but so is the Conference League. They won the group stage at a canter, winning all 6 games and scoring 26 goals, beat Copenhagen 3-1 on aggregate in the last 16 and now face Legia Warsaw later this month for a place in the semi-finals. It will come as no surprise that Maresca's side are still odds-on favourites. So now they are targeting the first top 4 finish since 21-22 and European glory too. Do they have what it takes to achieve both? And that's what I'm going to ask Hanno. I'll bring him on now. Apologies, mate. I ain't brought you on till now, but I just wanted to get through all that. So, do you think they have what it takes, my
Yeah.
friend? Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Mm, I think you guys will give us much tougher game. Um.
Mm.
But your home record does give me a lot of confidence.
Yeah. Mm.
Um. So, where a few, a
Mm.
couple months, ago, it was the other way around. Your away form was poor and your home form was good. So
Mm.
now it's the other way around. So yeah, but we looked a lot better against Spurs. Taking into account that it is Spurs, we still looked good. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky game. The lineup will definitely matter a lot. Especially in the attack, who does start on the wings. But you spoke about Damsgaard against Caicedo. I don't think there is any discussions we had. It's Caicedo. It's Moises Caicedo. He's
Yeah.
probably, if not the best defensive midfielder in the league. If I'm going to be honest, he's very, very good, like very good. So yeah, but I like Damsgaard. It's not bad. You guys will be a much tougher game than Spurs. Let's be honest. But also taking that into account, this is a big game for you guys, because
Sure
you
is.
guys want to get as high as possible, for in case there is a few more, 1 or 2 extra spots for Europe potentially, if a Newcastle who gets a Europa League wins the FA Cup, or Aston Villa gets the FA Cup, and that. So
Mm.
yeah, but you guys now 11th. You guys would want to win most of your games going forward and trying to finish as high as possible. So you guys won't make it easy for us. That's one thing. But yeah, it's going to be tough. I reckon away from is also bad. Yeah, yeah, away from is not is bad. Yeah, I do think we look better with Jackson. Jackson, we look a lot better with him. Um, we look Palmer looks a lot better. He's not back to his full potential, but Palmer looks really good. So yeah, he looked like he's the old Palmer almost, not fully, but almost there. Madueke, he didn't do much in the game when he came on, but I still feel like we could use him tomorrow ahead of a Sancho, like Jocelyn mentioned. But one thing I don't like, if we take out Sancho, we move Neto to the left. I don't like that. I want to see Madueke on the left, Neto on the right. That's what I want to see. I've been waiting a lot to see that the episode just then. And I don't know if I will be able to see it. So yeah, that's why I don't want to take off Sancho. But yeah, the poor game, really poor game against Spurs. Um, so yeah, for Fana, Lavia, they are typical. Can guarantee most of the time those are out. So no, I think I'm very confident in beating guys, because I think we've come over that hump of that block that we can't beat you guys. I think we've overcome that now. So yeah, but it will be tough, man. What was
Yeah.
the last score? 2-1, yeah, 2-1, yeah.
Yeah. You won 2-1 against us. Yeah. Um,
Oh yeah, I remember Cucurella with yeah.
mm, yeah. But I don't know, man. I think this time, we ain't won at home for so long. We're due a home win. We ain't had one for
Yeah,
a
true.
while.
True. You are definitely your own one.
I think we were lucky against Newcastle as well in the week. 'Cause that second goal, it was a cross, wasn't it? That was never a fucking shot at goal. That was a cross.
uh,
That second Tonali. Come on, you know. How that went.
Sandro Tonali, Sandro Tonali.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Um.
hate him, man.
But
Yeah.
I reckon, yeah, yeah. So I think we've overcome it, but
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised if this does end in a draw. But I'm more confident than I was a few weeks ago. You guys always make it a problem when we play you. Like you always give us a proper fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I remember last time it was we were cruising 2-1, and
Mm.
then Visa with that bicycle kick just out of nowhere, and I'm like, it's just typical Brentford to do it. So
Yeah.
yeah, you guys still have the upper end on us in terms of head to head. So yeah, we do concede a lot of goals against you guys. Um, but we actually do better away from home than at home against you. So uh, yeah, it will be an interesting game, to be honest. Interesting.
I'm trying to get to your squad here because I want. Oh, so what do you think your team will be for tomorrow then, Hanno?
Um, I want to say almost pretty much the same as it was against Spurs. Um, yeah, I think pretty much the same it was against Spurs. I think he will play Madueke. Yeah, Madueke. I think Madueke, Jackson, Neto. Yeah, yeah, Madueke, Neto. Neto wasn't good at all. Wasn't that good, but yeah, probably Jackson, Madueke, Neto,
This man, where's
Palmer.
here? He stood out of it, isn't he? I wonder
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Mr.
We're
Mudrick.
still waiting for the sample B, the test to come. So yeah,
Mm.
but will probably be Jackson, Neto, Madueke, Palmer, Caicedo, Enzo, and then Caicedo, Enzo, who else? Then Cucurella, right back. I want to say, yeah, probably Gusto again. Gusto wasn't too bad. Um, then Cowell, and yeah, probably Cowell and Chalobah. I didn't see a problem much with them. Probably Cowell more of a problem. But Cowell, Chalobah, and then Sanchez in goal because it's Sanchez. Um, so yeah, the only change I would make is probably Sancho for Madueke. That's probably the only change.
The only thing is,
Uh,
well, decent goalies to put in goal there, I know, because old Mr. Sanchez didn't do very well again, did he? With one of them shot,
oh,
bit lucky, wasn't he, to get away with that the other day? That goal against.
I
What's that?
I'm just so glad that I'm just so glad it was a foul because
Mm.
how do you mess that up? Like how do you mess it up?
Yeah,
Like it's a shot
our
straight
goal.
at you.
Mm.
You just catch it. So Jorgensen clear, Bettinelli's even clear. Um, so yeah, but yeah, Vesa and Mbuemo, they you always turn up against us. That's the thing.
Because you got so
You
many. How
think
many
the same?
you got
Okay.
seven? Is it seven goalies or something? You got or more? Because
Yeah,
you
we've got a few. If you check the youth team, if you go to the youth team, you will see there's a few.
and up to Bournemouth. Kepa's at Bournemouth.
Yeah,
Uh,
if you check the under 21s, yeah, Kepa's Petrovic is also on loan. So Kepa, Petrovic, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8. If you go under 21s.
Well, hold on. Under 21s. There we go.
Yeah.
Then Eddie Beach, Luke Campbell.
Okay, no, we don't sign any of these.
Yeah.
Oh, Gabriel Solina. Solina, there you go. Gabriel Solina. The Solina guy, we signed him. So that's 9.
Slonina. Yeah. Yeah.
Solina, yeah.
Yeah. Bloody hell, how many you got? And you can't get a decent one out of them.
No, the thing, we have a few, but they're not. We stick with Sanchez. That's a problem. So, but we probably bring Petrovic back, and Petrovic will probably be the number 1 next season. I assume. So, yeah, but no, man, it's a. You think same lineup? Wouldn't surprise me. One thing I would like to see is maybe a Madueke Sancho type thing and drop Neto. I wouldn't mind it. So, but we need to start Madueke, I think, because I think your fullbacks aren't the best. So having a direct runner at them will be good.
We got better there since we got rid of the old. I can't even forgot his fucking name now. That one we got rid of at the back. He was that bad, but we got rid of him anyway. But we got.
Do you guys still have that other one that you don't like? That fullback that you don't like?
Yeah, that's the one we got rid of. I've forgotten his frigging name now.
Yeah,
but I always remember him when he was here because he was that bad. So I'm glad we got rid of him. But I mean, we got Coyote now, a right back, and we got Hickey coming back. We got Rico Henry coming back. Whether one of them will play tomorrow, I don't know. Whether they'll be fit enough. So we have got coming back, to be honest.
Yeah. So you guys sold Ruslev. Did you guys sell it?
Ruslev, that's it. Ruslev, yeah. I do remember him now, yeah. How bad he was. I remember him, yeah. But actually, he's doing well.
I remember in the game, in the previous game, the Cucurella goal, we crossed it in, and there was a gap between him and the other defender, and Cucurella just punted past it. It was a beautiful sight. Shout out to Ruslev, man. Brentford legend, Ruslev.
Well, he's actually playing well at Wolfsburg, so I hear. But there we go. That's a German league, isn't it, as well? So that's
Mads Ruslev. Brentford legend.
Yeah, fuck off. He is. No, I'm just glad he's gone, mate. I'm glad. But I just wish we can get rid of Flecken as well while we're at it. I really do. I want Kelleher in goal or something. I want to get in from Liverpool. Kelleher.
That'd be a good shout. I don't know if you maybe
Palace one it up.
I think you might be just too far down the league.
Yeah, well, if you got Sanchez in goal again, I think we should have a few pot shots in because he's poor.
Yeah, definitely. Just shoot on sight.
And who else could we prey on there? I tell you what, don't think much of your strikers with Jackson either. I never rated him. I never thought he's actually.
We play a lot better with him. That's one thing.
Then again, he's bound to score against us. They always do, Hanno. The ones that don't score for a while, they score against us. Cole Palmer. He's due a goal. So he'll probably fucking score against us and all. I wouldn't be surprised. It always happens to us. But I still feel a little bit more confident with this one because I was less confident with the Newcastle game because I always knew that was going to be tough. But I think this one's slightly easier for us. I still think it could be because you don't know what you'll get with Chelsea. I just think they're hot and cold, don't they? Sometimes. So, and I think you're better in probably in Europe this season as well. So, Flecken wants you to come on your channel, Mr. B. Yeah, okay, Warren. If he comes to my channel, I'll tell you what. I don't think I'll give him much. I'll tell you, I'll turn the piss off. I think. So I don't like you here, mate. You know, I don't want you here. Why are you still here? But it's not down to me anyway. That's the manager. Unfortunately, if it's down to me, he wouldn't be here. But I'll go back to this, Hanno, and look who we got as referee tomorrow.
Oh, this guy.
Oh dear. If he's as bad as Darren England was in that game today, oh, what another shocker, that referee, mate. Oh, absolute clown. I thought there was never a penalty, that one today. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that's never a penalty. I saw it. I saw it. Never a pen in a million years.
No, and it was outside the area and they were both holding each other. Stupid. Fucking useless referees and VAR now. It's shit. Never going to get any better. Fucking useless.
Michael Oliver, man.
Yeah. And Stuart
Atwell. At least, like, let's look at the positives. It could have been Anthony Taylor. That's how it went.
Yeah. Well, you don't get anything special with any of them, are you? Let's be honest. I remember that one. I do remember this one, Hanno. 4-1 Brentford against Chelsea, yeah. Well, win that.
I don't remember it. I think that's a fake score, to be honest.
Look, Tony's still
there. AI generated. That's AI.
Yeah. 3 years ago to the day, yeah. Remember it. Remember this well. Rudiger, oh yeah, I remember he scored a cracker, didn't he? What's happened to him? Oh, he's gone, isn't he? He's not there anymore.
Yeah, he's gone Madrid.
Yeah, better team, isn't he? There now. But anyway, yeah, David Rayner was in goal. Yeah, remember him? Bloody Arsenal now. 3 minutes after the restart. Yeah, remember that. Janelt, yeah, he don't score that many, but that was a cracker, if I remember rightly. Ramo squared, yeah. Ericsson, his first goal for the club, yeah. Janelt broke clear on the hour to beat Chelsea keeper Edward Mendy. What happened to him, Hanno? He's gone, isn't he?
He's in Saudi.
Edward Mendy, yeah. Before substitute and Vista completed the route, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wouldn't want that score again, you know, but probably won't happen, but you never know. Man can dream. But no, that'd be good if we could win tomorrow. But I'm just going to get to our team and see what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's see what we're gonna do. So see, there we go. We got. Don't say Hickey's back. I think they said he may be back, but he'll only be on the bench. Rico Henry probably will be on the bench if he's definitely back. I'm going to get to a better one than this. Hold on. Let's get to the result again. Our last one, yeah, 2-1 Newcastle. Oh dear. But anyway, yeah, there was our team there. Lineup was Flecken, of course, always. Vandenberg, it's good to have him back, which is good. He's come back. Lewis Potter, I think, has done pretty decent left wing back, to be honest. He's had a decent season, but I don't think he is a proper left back. And it kind of nullifies his, as a danger, mate. There's a danger going forward. Facts, Hanno, Mr. B, yeah. Cheers, Chelsea fan. Yeah, but I think it kind of nullifies his danger going forward, his, threat going forward, Lewis Potter, being in that role. But there we go. Yeah, now, I've done okay. I think he's been in and out this season. I don't think he's been always that great. Collins has been immense. What a season he's had at the back there, Collins, Been one of our best defenders, I think, this season, quite honest with you. Pinnock, I'm glad he's back. He adds stability there at the back. Because I think our backbone hasn't been as strong as it was that we've had since we first come up. We were incredible at the back. We were awesome. We hardly give away any goals at the back when we came up. Now we're a little bit more open, I would say. And I think we try to play a bit more attacking. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know sometimes. Of course, Bramo's been amazing. Again, 16 goals this season. Could he be off? I hope not. I hope he stays, but you never know. Money talks, as we know, Hanno. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Norgard, I think, has been incredible again this season. Absolutely amazing. Got him, tied him down to 2 more years, so that's good. It's good to get him tied down. What a player. Absolute brilliant player. Captain, of course, his best season for goals as well. Don't think he's ever got this many goals. He's got this season. So, really good. Visser, been quality. I think sometimes I still don't know what he does because sometimes he's not that great on the ball. But I think he has that threat when he's there in goal and he's got the pace as well. So he always harries the opposition, the defence, and the goalie and everything. So 100% really as well. And Shardy, I think's come on as well. I'm not sure what to make of him when he first come, Kevin Shardy, but I think he's really come on now. He's got the pace as well. Still only young. Got him from Borussia. Yeah, it was Borussia Dortmund, I believe. I think got him. Was it Borussia? Yeah. And he's quality, and hope we can keep hold of him. As Warren says there, money talks and bullshit walks, Steve. Yeah, definitely, mate. That is true. But, yeah, so I think mostly we've had a really good team this, most of it. Damsgaard, I think, has been amazing. What a season he's had. Best season since he's come here, really. Let's be honest. So, yeah. And Aya, I think, it's been decent again. Been really good at the back. I think me is probably coming maybe to the end of it, nearly. I think we've got him there mainly now as squad, back up there, emergency. Not quite the player he was, but he's about 35, 36 now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Why? But I think he'd still do a decent job, but not as good as he was. We've still got some decent ones there. Kim's coming through. Kim Ji-soo, he looks pretty good. Konak, I think, got a little, seems good things about it. Coyote as well, looks a good buy. Really does. Right winger, right fullback, sorry. Yeah, I think there's something there. I just think we need the proper goalie. I don't think we're quite up to the getting into Europe or anything just yet. I really don't think that. We're probably just a mid-table team still, unfortunately. We just need that extra little bit to get to the bigger level. What do you think? Do you agree?
Yeah, no, I think you need a few upgrades in some areas. I think defensively, I would say upgrades keeper and defense in general. A few upgrades in midfield. I think maybe 1 or 2 big midfielders, especially going forward. One maybe going forward, one maybe more defensive. But yeah, no, you guys have a decent team, and that's why I think you are where you are.
Yeah, but we're just not that one step above that yet, I'm afraid. And we just got a little bit way to go. And until he does change it with the goalie, especially, I don't think we will be. And until we get, I still think we need another proper striker as well. I mean, we got a Thiago, but he just seems to be injured all the time. And he was a replacement for Tony. And he's just been injured since he's come here.
Yeah.
Not good. But we got Visser still. We got Bramo. They're our main threats up front, I would say. Of course, you got Damsgaard in midfield. He always offers a threat, going with his passing and everything, movement, and whatever he does, he's really good. Say Lewis Potter. I mean, we have got attacking threat. There is attacking threat, and Shardy, of course. So I just think there's a bit there for you to worry about tomorrow.
No, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. And I think if we put pressure on that defence and your goalie, I think, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. You guys always play well against us, so wouldn't be surprised if you do something against us. Wouldn't be surprised.
And we definitely need a win tomorrow. I'll tell you, we do, because we ain't won at home for so long. We could have won it, I think it's only due to Fleck, and we didn't win against maybe Arsenal because we were 1-0 up. We could have, if we got to half time, you never know what might have happened there. But Flecken cocked up again and got it straight to Gabriel Jesus, who scored. And then, of course, well, I'll tell you what, if we had Raya still in goal, he wouldn't have done that. I think he would have tipped it around the post or something, or whatever. Got it out for a corner or whatever. So, I'm still not sure about. I mean, you see him at Arsenal now. I mean, he's brilliant, still a great keeper, right, Raya, but he still does dodgy things, and he was like that.
Yeah.
No,
he does very dodgy things.
Mm.
He can't get out of his box a lot as well.
Yeah, he was like that for us as well. He done all that for us, and he was an outfield player at one stage, man. He was. I think he was his striker or something or other one stage. So that sort of shows. But if it's going to be a goalie, you can't come that far out. You don't. It's stupid. And I don't know. He's mad.
Definitely.
And as well, we should have got more money for him as well. Fucking, we were done
13.
by.
Got done by Arsenal in transfers.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Yeah, fucking terrible. We would have got full money from Spurs, believe it or not. We would have got loads more. We got 40 odd million, 45, whatever. But no, had to go to Arsenal and got the less money. I'm going with Brentford 2, Chelsea 1. Cheers, Chelsea fan. Sadly, but I hope we win, though. Well, I hope you don't. Sorry. But well, of course I don't, because I want us to win. We've got to get back to get 3 points. We're at home. For some reason, we're not playing in front of our fans this season. For some reason, we're not doing it. And I'm not sure why. We seem to do better away for some reason. It just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, mate. But you never know. So what are you predicting for tomorrow, man? What are you predicting?
2-1 Chelsea or 2-2?
Well, I'm going to say 2-1 Bees or 2-2. So it's all similar to you in a way, but
yeah, similar. Similar but different. Same but different.
Yeah. We're sort of edging our bets a bit in a way, yeah. Sort of sitting on the fence,
Frankfurt entire. So, I think Sanchez may cost us, or maybe he doesn't.
I could say that about Flecken, he could cost us, but you just never know with these two goalies. But I mean, I think there's going to be a few goals. I hope. I'd like to see a few goals. It's on Sky, I believe. So yeah, be watching it. So be checking that one out. Should be a good game. Follow me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182, and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat. And Mr. B chats cricket. And I've got a cricket stream coming very soon, Hanno. I don't know if you'll be interested, but I want to talk about the women's head coach. Charlotte Edwards is new head coach. So I've got to obviously talk about that. Maybe early this week. I'm looking at Monday or Tuesday. I don't know if you'd be available, but I mean, it'd be probably later on, like 5 or 6 or something like that. You have to obviously let me know. I don't know if you're doing one yourself. You got to do one, haven't you? Off to the boundary or whatever.
I don't know. If I'm up for a stream, I do a stream. That's how I'm at this point. So yeah.
Yeah,
If
you
I'm
have
up
done.
for it, I'll do one. If not, no.
Yeah, good stream, Mr. B and Hanno, my friend. See you next time.
Mm.
Yes, next time, Chelsea fan.
Yeah,
Thanks.
next time, bro.
Brilliant. Thank you as
Mm.
always. But
So, what time do we play tomorrow? What time?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. Flipping hell.
Mm.
That's
What time?
siesta time, man.
Yeah, what time is it there then? Where you are? What time will that be?
It will be 3 p.m. I'm an hour ahead.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I don't mind that 2 p.m. as long as we play well. Because sometimes on a Sunday, I don't know, we just don't get up for it, and I think that's the same with some other teams. But
Mm.
something about playing on a Sunday. But I hope so. I hope we do. I mean, we had times to get over the Newcastle one, so you won against Spurs. Well, it was Thursday, wasn't it? You played, so.
Yeah.
You had a little bit of
Titan.
But hopefully should be good. And I've got loads of stuff coming up. Of course, got the Buzz and the Buzz still buzzing, both of those this week, and plenty more. As I say, cricket one. That's all coming this week, probably. Anyway, Hanno, what have you got coming up? And you got? Do you want to shout your socials out as well, my friend?
Yeah. Not sure what I'm going to do next. Probably maybe maybe one of the football watch alongs. Not sure which and what, but yeah, just keep a lookout on the channel Coach's Corner and on the Insta also Coach Corner. Just keep a lookout and yeah, that's what I can say. Don't have anything planned or so. Just keep an eye out.
Oh, cool. Because I know you ain't done a lot for a while. You've obviously been studying and stuff, doing exams and whatever, haven't you, and all that. So, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, been
How's
busy
all that?
with school stuff. So
Did
yeah.
it go right, Hanno? Have you done the exams and stuff? Or
Yeah, I've done the first term. The second term I've got and the third term. So we're very busy. Very busy.
no, it's good, man. Well, education is important, as we all know. So keep doing that. While you're still young and you can do all that, man. It's I remember that years ago when I was doing it. And I had loads of A's, but they were all for absent mainly. So no, but no, I done okay, not great. I think I mainly C's and stuff, but I was never fantastic at school. So I done better ever
Which
since
they are.
I never
Yeah.
really liked school that much, so I don't miss it a lot, man. So, but anyway, it's been a great stream, and thanks to you again, Hanno. It's great to have you.
Anytime. Yeah, bro.
I don't know if you want to do reaction, if you want to do it on yours, or want to come back on here.
Yeah, we can do reaction. Yeah. I'll sort out reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We'll
whenever,
sort it out.
I don't know about maybe Monday. Do you want to do it Monday or later tomorrow or something or whatever?
Maybe tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, either time's good, mate. I don't mind either. So you could do it maybe later, about 6, 7 or something tomorrow if you want.
Yeah.
Like that.
No.
I think there's 2 games on, isn't there? Oh, well, there's about 4 games and 2 games on Sky, I think.
Yeah. We'll just have to manage around the Manchester derby, of course.
Oh yeah, that's the big one, isn't it? As well. So,
Yeah, but no, we'll definitely send you a message.
yeah, cool.
So,
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, whatever the result is, we're still doing it.
Yeah, whatever the result is. Yeah.
One of us will be happier than the other, maybe, but
Yeah.
we'll still do it, bro. But thanks to everyone in the live chat. Of course, we had Chelsea fan and Warren and all that in there. So thanks to all those guys and all your support again, people. That's great. Keep the smashing the lights and subbing. Still on 115. But, you know, at least they haven't gone down. And I shouldn't say that because sometimes when I say that, they go back down the subs. So hopefully not. Fingers crossed, I'll stick with these 115. But I just want them going up. But when they go up, it'd be great, mate. You know, ones go up a bit. But you got plenty, so you can't moan, can you? What are you on now, Hanno?
789.
Oh, shit, man. That's loads. So I'll do well to catch up with you, mate. I'll tell you, but I'm not in it for the subs as well. I'm in it for, you know, I like doing it. So having a laugh, having a joke, doing a good stream. So, but anyway, guys, thanks everyone. And until the next one, which will probably be tomorrow or in the week anyway. Until then, guys, I'm out of here. Well, bouncing. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.